Hi everybody, welcome back to the Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz. Jack and Letty are still down at Lake Jack's because we're doing the quarantine COVID stuff. Borg's over on the couch.
Hello.
She's just supervising me, making sure I don't burn or mash myself or cut myself. Speaking of which, those knives that Andy gave me are sharper than I thought. I never lost a finger in that last video. So today we're going to do something because our Alfredo stuff is super popular because we do the super cheap way instead of the homemade stuff, which we'll do a homemade when Kat quit sending me hate mail. I'll get to that. But I wanted to get in here and try this one. It'll be really fun. It's going to be really good. I'm doing something I've never done. Trying to steam something, so we're going to try that today too. Before we get into it, be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff that we're contractually obligated to tell you to do, like ring the little bell. Still can't remember what corner it's in, but just ring that because we try to do these on Tuesdays and Fridays with the quarantine and the lock-in and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of hard to do or keep on schedules, but if you ring the little bell, it'll give you notifications every time we upload these. And let's get into it. Alright, so this is bare bones stuff, right? You're going to need some fettuccine, you're going to need some Alfredo, and until somebody teaches me how to not make it in a can, I'm using it in the bottle. You're going to want some garlic, because always extra garlic, 2 or 9 or whatever. A little bit of sea salt, and you're going to need your mussels, man. I got these, it's roughly 2 pounds, but it's frozen. Got it at the Asian food market for like super cheap. So I looked out and I have this thing here where it's got the steam tray in it, right? There's a pot and it's got this extra tray. It doesn't sit all the way in the bottom. You can use it for boiling, or you can just put water at the bottom and it'll steam the stuff at the top. If you don't have one of these, you can just boil these. You can put these in here. You can build them, get your own tray, but I'm going to show you how to use these. Alright, so first things first, you'll get the water and you fill it up to right underneath the thing. Start it hot and then put these in there on the top. So I wanted it to steam, so I put it at about almost high, not high enough to where it'll boil it all out. And then while you're doing that, get you a pot, get you some hot water. This is going to be for your pasta stuff, right? So you want it to be about halfway full. And get that, set it in here, and again, medium high to high to kind of kick that boil up, right? And once you got that, oh wait, I almost forgot, just for you guys here, I salted the water. Now you can't complain. So this has been almost up to, or it is boiling now. Remember, it is very hot. Use a fake hand because I just burnt the piss out of those 2 fingers. All right, and it looks like steam. So steam is what you're looking for. Like boiling in the bottom is great. If you want to, if you need to boil the things, you don't have a steamer, put it in there. But just put those in there, cover them, and you're good. Let those sit for about 5 minutes. 4 to 5 minutes is what you're looking for, and let those steam. Now, while you're doing that, check on your other water. It's starting to bubble, getting close to a boil. So measure out your pasta. I'm a fat guy, so my measurement is box. I just put a box of my fettuccine. Now you got to be careful when it hangs over the side like that. You have a gas stove because the heat will come up and the fire will come up and actually burn the noodles that hang off the side. So you got to be very careful of this side right here. Okay. So as it heats, you know, first 30-45 seconds it'll start to heat and you can fold those in a little bit, okay? So be very careful on that. While you're way down there, get you a small saucepan, or what we call a skillet, and then get your garlic and a super sharp knife. Again, shout out to Andy that gave me his knife to try to take my damn finger off. And just cut these down to as thin as you want. Like if you watched, what is it, like Goodfellas, where you take and use a razor blade to shave it down and it melts as soon as it hits a thing, you can do that. Or you can just use a super sharp knife and just chop the living crap out of it. Just, now careful, I've already hit myself in the finger with my blade here twice. I made sure not to bleed on the garlic because that'll, you know, summon a demon faster than, you know, Italian food and, you know, virgin blood. Just go ahead and cut it down as much as you can. Be sure to scrape it off your blade because it tries to hide and it doesn't want to be cut up anymore. So now you got this decently warm, just enough to keep your hand warm. Just go ahead and put your garlic straight in there. Let that start warming up. Now it's been heating up a little bit, maybe 30 seconds or more, right? Now, since again my friends don't come over and show me how to do it, yeah, gotta worry about. See, I don't think you have to worry about opening the bottle if your friends teach you how to make an Alfredo, right? So we just use the stuff from the bottle. It's not the greatest, but we're poor here. This is everything that we are broke. We're just trying to make it. This is going to feed us for about 4 days. So we're going to do with the stuff in the can, or in the bottle. Sorry, I keep saying can. That's definitely a bottle. One of these spatula. Just if you got a small one, yeah, it works better. Get the tip in it and just shove real hard. It'll get there. And it scrapes all that out there. So he's going to miss all that by not using it, man. So you just got to get in there, do that, get it all scraped out as best you can. You need something that'll hang this on the side of the pan and just let it all drip down in there. But you put that in there, stir it around, let that garlic sit in there, and let that start warming up. Leave it at about a simmer. Alright, so you've had your mussels for 3 to 5 minutes. Your pasta's already slid down and you covered that up, letting that boil. So now your mussels, after 5 minutes, because most of them are already cooked when you get them. If they're not, you need to cook them. After 5 minutes, they'll open. That's when you know they're done. Take it, strain and drain them, and this is what they're going to look like. Now these are New Zealand ones. They got the green shells and stuff on them, right? So when you go to like Red Lobster and stuff, they get them and they have just black shells. Those are our Gulf ones, and they just throw them in there. So these, I don't know much about New Zealand waters, and they're green, so I didn't want to just throw them in there. So the best way to do this, get you a fork, or use your bare hands as long as they're clean, and peel them off. The only thing holding them in there is that one little nub of meat right there, right? Just pull them off, make sure like the beard isn't hanging out of them, right? And then your shells, do what you're going to do with your shells, throw them out. I'm going to show you what the beard is. Like you pull it off here, and there's this dangly bits that are all hanging out here. Those need to come out, right? These dangly little wiry bits, just pull those out and throw them away. So now you got your pasta doing, you got your sauce has been simmering, you got your garlic in it, you got your mussels out of the shells. So just put them right in there with that, and you want to take it and put it at about medium to low medium, right? So you want it to simmer, get the mussels and the juices and everything and all that cheese and all that Alfredo, right? Start getting that warmed up, let that do it. Just, you don't want it to boil, you don't want it to like bubble in hot, but you want it to be warm and cover everything, right? So that's what you're looking for. If you want to add anything else, now's the time to do it. So you got your pasta, it's all nice and bubbly. You throw it against the wall, see if it sticks, see if it's ready. Or just taste it, which is I normally do. Take it, strain it, drain it, do your thing. I put it in a pot by itself. Now, there's two schools of thought on it. One is like we're doing here. Take your pasta, leave it in one bowl, pile it up, put your sauce and stuff on top of it, and that's it. The way we did it as a kid with like our spaghetti and stuff is just mix it all in one pot. That way everybody gets noodles that are stuff, but not everybody gets meat because we were poor, didn't have it to spread. This one, it's nicer, and it's the mussels don't come apart, so it's easier to see them, so you'll have somebody be able to pick them out, and it looks good on the plate when you do it this way. When you refrigerate it after this, be sure to mix it all in one pot because those noodles will dry out, or butter them when you reheat them. But it's seafood, so you don't want to do it at like work, man, because it'll make the whole office smell like seafood. So be sure to get your Alfredo-y stuff in there. Make sure you get mussels on each plate. Salt, pepper it, do whatever. Oregano is my absolutely go-to. Just a light sprinkle because it can't overpower it. So just give a little bit for a nice taste to it. And then that's done, unless you want to be fancy. Get you some toast, some garlic powder, and do old school garlic bread. Yeah, that's how we did it growing up. Like, that was our garlic bread. Hit that with a little butter and you're good. This cost right at $8 because the mussels, the 2 pounds of mussels were about $6 and everything else was like $1 a piece. So this was really good. It fed me at least 4 times, or at least a family of 4 once. Try this out. Let me know. Well, there you have it, everybody, man. That's one of those perfect date night things. You want to be fancy. You want to show off. You're near the Gulf Coast, so you can get some fresh stuff. We're New Zealand, where our mussels came from, whatever. Go to the Asian food market. You get them there. It's outstanding. If you do it differently, you want to see us try it differently, be sure to put it down in the comments, or you can find us on social media and let us know over there. Find us on Facebook, Pinterest, and Patreon. Shout out to our patron. Thank you very much. And you can find us over there at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen on all of those. You can also find us on Instagram at Living Between, or you can find me on Twitter as well at Artist Oz, or on Instagram at OzWayNerdy. And enjoy food, and I'll see you next time. I'm going to go eat some pasta.